So you're a singer, and let me guess, at some point somebody has said to you, you need to use more support. Well, I'm going to tell you to stop right there and stick with me, because I'm going to show you how to use support and why you've probably been doing it wrong. In fact, I had one student who her teacher had told her that she needed to feel like she was on the toilet, constipated, and that her singing should feel the same as that feels. In my fairly extensive career, I've been doing this for a really long time now, I have come across dozens and dozens and dozens of students who are confused about breath support and who are frankly risking doing vocal damage by not really understanding what breath support is. And it's not their fault. If you have sung in a choir or had some singing lessons or watched any internet singing lessons or shows, people will have mentioned breath support, but when you actually quiz them about what it is and how to use it properly, there often is a lot of kind of vague talk about using your muscles more and pushing your muscles up and doing all sorts of funny things that aren't really very specific. And it leads to singers having this horrible feeling of inadequacy, both because they don't really understand what's being asked of them, but also because they feel that they're not doing enough, that there's this sensation that they should be doing more, something much more muscular than they are doing. What I want to show you today is a 3-stage approach which will help you to use your support effectively and, more importantly, safely. I'm Lois Johnston, and this is Singing Tips. I'm a professional vocal coach and opera singer, and if you find this video useful, please do all the thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, and if you really enjoy what I've presented here today, please consider joining as a member to get those extra perks. It really helps the channel if you interact in this way, because the algorithm actually shares it to more people, and that's what the channel is all about. It's all about me giving back some knowledge and helping other singers on their journeys. So rather than try to explain what support is, it's best if you actually feel what it feels like when your support is engaged. Now, support is something that happens naturally. If you're breathing in a relaxed way, so if you haven't seen my videos about breathing, you need to have a little look. I teach that you need to have the pelvic floor nice and relaxed when you breathe in, so that that will move and that all your organs can move and make room for your diaphragm to shift and your lungs to fill up. And a lot of singers, of course, keep the pelvic floor really rigid. So you need to be breathing in a relaxed way to start the process. Then you need to feel what it feels like when your support engages. And as I just said, this is a natural process. So it's not something that you need to really heave and do. You just need to be aware of what it feels like when this magical engagement happens. So if you put your fingers around your ribs, so right at the very top of your rib cage at its widest part, and really at the very top, I say to people, put your hands around your rib cage, and they put their hands down here, and I wonder what their knowledge of anatomy is sometimes, right up here. And then take a long, relaxed breath. Remember that your pelvic floor muscles need to be relaxed. So you should be feeling your ribs expanding. And then you're going to do shh, shh, shh. And on the last one, you're expelling all your air. And then you need to remind yourself just to take a nice relaxed breath again. So we'll just do that again and just observe what is happening with your body and with your rib cage and with your muscles when you do that. So it's 2 short bursts of shh, very forcefully, and then a long one. So here we go, a long relaxed breath, pelvic floor super relaxed. So what you should feel when you do that is your rib cage moves twice very quickly, out and back in again. And then as you engage for the last long shh, you'll gradually feel your rib cage moving in and your muscles all engaging on a really strong level to help squeeze the air out of your lungs. So the first shh, that's your support engaging quickly, like on off, just like a light switch. So it's shh. So your support is on off, and then shh is your support really on. So this is what I was saying about it being a natural part of breathing. Support is something that happens really naturally. This is a slightly more intense feeling, but it's a way of you understanding when your support is on and when it's off. So just one more time, yawn the breath in, relax pelvic floor. And you should feel your support on, off, and then on, right to the end of the breath. So now you're probably wondering, well, how does that actually apply to singing? So if you think about your siren sound, so if you watch my channel at all, you'll know that I do a lot of work with sirens because they're really vocally healthy, but they're great for your breathing and for getting through the passagios of the voice. They're also great for understanding your support. And again, it's about recognizing when your support switches on. And then your job is just to keep that support on once the light switch has gone on. So just yawn the breath in and do one of those long sirens, bottom all the way up, right back down to the bottom again. And you're going to open up into the wow space at the top. So the first one, just observe what happens with your body. Don't think too hard about it. Just do the siren. So here we go. Starting low. And a nice relaxed breath at the end. Remember, every breath is going right down to that pelvic floor, nice and loose. Now, try that again and see at what point you feel your support switch on, because it will. So just try it and see at what point in that siren you feel that light goes on. So here we go again. And a relaxed breath. Now, for most people, they feel the support switch on about 2/3 of the way up the siren. Some people, it's just before you crest the top. Guys often feel the support kick in a little bit lower. Women, sopranos particularly, it's a little bit later. But at some point during that upward journey, you should feel your support switch on. It's like when you did the shh, just not quite so intense, but the same muscles are in play. So you should now know what those muscles feel like from doing the shh. And now you're just going to, once you recognize that moment that, that's my support, that's what support's supposed to be, then it's your job to keep those muscles switched on all the way down to the bottom. So you're just observing the moment that your support kicks in, and then you're keeping the support the same all the way to the end. So here we go again. One more siren. Mine came off right at the very end. You heard it all start to go a little bit wobbly, but the support came on when I put my thumb up. That was when I felt my support come on, and then having recognized that the support's on, it's then my job to keep that support going all the way to the very end of the siren. So, next part of the exercise is, well, how do I do that with my singing? Because I sing now, I don't just make siren sounds. So if you put your fingers into your diaphragm and enunciate very firmly some consonants, so p, k, d, m, you should feel your diaphragm engage. So your support is engaging. So it's not just your diaphragm, it's just that when you're singing, that's where you'll probably feel it the most, when it's just consonants that you're engaging. So when you iterate those consonants, you'll feel your support muscles engage. Again, it is not an intense feeling. So this is where a lot of singers really get stuck, because they're encouraged to believe that support should feel really big and raw. In fact, I had one student who her teacher had told her that she needed to feel like she was on the toilet, constipated, and that her singing should feel the same as that feels. Absolute nonsense. I mean, no wonder this poor girl's singing was all over the place. So the sensation of support when you're actually singing is the same as the shh, 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 just not as intense. So the way we feel it when we're singing is to just feel what consonants feel like when we enunciate them really clearly and carefully and forcefully. And then when you start to sing a phrase, so I would start with an exercise, V is a really good one. So I have an exercise that goes, va, 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 va. And all you need to do is make sure that that first V has that feeling of engagement with your support. And then you're home and dry to the end of the phrase. Once you feel the engagement with that very first V, all you need to do is keep that light switch switched on. So you're just keeping your support switched on. You don't have to push anything extra at it. So here we go. Va, 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 va. So I felt the support come on with the very first V, and then I just kept it on until the end of the exercise. Va, 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 va. Keeping the support switched on all the way to the end and not feeling like you have to push or squeeze anything at all. And then if you're breathing in the correct way, the next breath will be a complete clean slate, and then you just engage your support with that first consonant again, and then keep your support switched on to the end of the phrase. I really hope you found this video helpful. It takes a little bit of experimentation and playing around with to understand what the sensations are, but I really hope it helps you on your singing journey, because this is a real biggie, and if you don't master it early on and you're actually bringing far more muscular effort to your singing, you just get tension here, and then you're really stuffed and you're left scratching your head, not understanding why your singing isn't working when you're putting in all of this effort. So this is all about just backing off a little bit and learning to recognize what your natural support actually feels like.